Bhutan is Asia's most mysterious country, and every corner holds surprises that are waiting to be discovered. This country, marked by its practice of Buddhism and fresh mountain air, is a sanctuary for the soul. You will see colorful monasteries right on top of snow-capped mountains, villages adorned with chili farms, and a sense of serenity that engulfs you like a warm embrace. It is the perfect place for a spiritual getaway like no other, and to find that inner peace you crave. Did you know that Bhutan is a global leader in environmental conservation and happiness? With its carbon-negative status and unique approach to measuring success through gross national happiness, Bhutan is a shining example of sustainable living in a rapidly changing world. And did you know, in Bhutan, television and internet access were actually banned until 1999? How they managed to survive that is a complete wonder. Plus, in a nod to gender equality, Bhutan operates under a matriarchal system where women inherit property and husbands marry into their wives' families. Bhutan is one country that is considered off the grid, but today we bring some fascinating facts about this country that will leave you in awe. So stay tuned. 1. Bhutan officially bears the title of the Kingdom of Bhutan. It is a landlocked country in the heart of South Asia, right in the majestic eastern Himalayas, sharing its borders with China to the north and India to the south. 2. Bhutan stands proud as one of the few countries that never once succumbed to external rule. How? Well, in the past, when the British were expanding their reach in India and Nepal, Bhutan implemented a lot of strategic deals and clever tactics to maintain their sovereignty. This probably explains why Bhutan has been shut off from the world for a long time now. However, in 1974, when Bhutan decided to open its doors to the world, it was the perfect chance to showcase its unique culture and traditions and also boost its revenue. From just a handful of curious visitors in 1974, the numbers soared over the years. By 2019, over 300,000 people have visited Bhutan. But here's the catch. With great popularity comes great responsibility. Bhutan had to tighten its policies to preserve its cultural and environmental treasures. And this brings us to fact number 3. 3. So, here's the deal about Bhutan's tourism scene. In 2023, the government rolled out a policy called High Value, Low Impact. What's that all about? Well, it's basically a clever way to keep tourism in check while ensuring every visitor's experience is top-notch. To set foot in this Himalayan beauty, international travelers, excluding Indians, are required to pay $200 per night as a sustainable development fee. Yes, that's a jump from the pre-pandemic rate of $65 per night. But the good thing is that this fee covers accommodation, guides, and other services. You see, Bhutan isn't just shoving all that money in their pockets, they're actually putting it to work for the greater good. Think healthcare, education, and environmental projects. Plus, it's all about preserving that rich Buddhist culture where Bhutanese people are more than happy to share with eager newcomers. 4. In days gone by, the practice of polygamy was quite common in Bhutan. Highlander women, in particular, were known for their unique arrangement of keeping 2 husbands, proof of the social dynamics of Bhutanese society. I'm not surprised that polygamy used to be a common practice in Bhutan and was not exactly frowned upon. It was not as widespread in the urban areas as it used to be in the rural areas. Highlander women are especially known for keeping 2 husbands. In Bhutan, women are the ones who inherit the family inheritance, and in families where there is more than one daughter, 2 sisters are usually married to the same man, thus keeping the assets undivided. However, this practice has become rare or non-existent among the younger generations. 5. When you visit Bhutan, you might notice some unique decorations around town. Well, we're talking about the phalluses. Yep, you heard that right, but don't worry, it's not what you think. In Bhutan, they are actually symbols of good vibes and protection against evil spirits. As a matter of fact, phalluses are a huge part of Bhutan's culture. They represent things like fertile, powerful, and lucky. And you'll find them everywhere, from paintings and carvings to sculptures and beyond. They're on walls, doorways, rooftops, pretty much anywhere you can imagine. Now let's talk about one top spot that embodies this whole phallus artistry, the Chimilokhang Temple. This place celebrates the legendary divine madman himself, Lama Drukpak Kunli, known for his out-of-the-box teachings and colorful exploits. And believe us, this guy left quite a mark. The temple is decked out with wooden phalluses all over. Rumor has it that if you swing by with your sweetheart and get a blessing from the monk in residence, you're in for a dose of fertility and good fortune. 6. Ever been to a country where traffic lights are nowhere to be found? Well, you're in for a huge cultural shock in Bhutan. No red, green, or yellow light is in sight, even in Thimphu, the capital city where traffic is as heavy as it gets. Interestingly, despite the absence of those traffic signals, chaos doesn't reign on Bhutan's roads. And it is thanks to a system involving good old-fashioned policemen who make sure order and efficiency prevail. These dedicated officers stand tall in booth-like structures at major intersections, waving their arms and whistling to control the traffic. However, at some point, there was a brief flirtation with traffic lights in Thimphu, but it barely lasted a day because the locals weren't having it. They found those lights downright ugly and insisted that nothing beats their traffic-directing policemen. 7. The Bhutanese consider alcohol as part of their tradition. In fact, Bhutan boasts a per capita alcohol consumption rate that surpasses the global average, with drinking considered a social norm embraced by many. In the eastern and rural regions, it's common for locals to partake in daily drinking rituals from dawn to dusk. But here's where it gets interesting. Each drink holds its own significance in Bhutanese culture. Zhengchang is taken in the morning and Zimchang in the night. Tochang is for raising a toast at breakfast, and Tosochang comes in when sharing a drink during dinner. 8. Let's dive into the heart of Bhutan's capital city, Thimphu. Located in the western central region of this enchanting country, Thimphu is a network of breathtaking landscapes dotted with majestic peaks reaching heights of 2,000 to 3,800 meters. And let's not forget about the rushing waters of the Raidak River, adding a touch of serenity to this city. Thimphu apart is a living, breathing showcase of Bhutan's rich indigenous cultures and traditions. You will find markets bursting with local flavors and landmarks like the towering Buddha Point and the majestic Tashikodzong. And did we mention it's the commercial of this happy kingdom? Yep, that's right. You can even enjoy making your very own stamps at the Bhutan Postal Museum and, after a long day, make the most of the nightlife at the clubs and bars here. Gray Area is a very famous art bar where you can enjoy a few bottles of Bhutanese Ara. 9. Nature lovers, prepare to be swept off your feet by the beauty of the Jigme Dorji National Park. Spread out across the Gasa district and parts of Thimphu, Paro, Wangdu Phodrang, and Punakha, this park is like a natural playground for some of the rarest and most endangered wildlife species out there. With its sprawling 4,315 square kilometers of pure wilderness, it's no wonder this place is heading for UNESCO World Heritage Site status. Think of Jigme Dorji National Park as the Noah's Ark of biodiversity. You will find Bengal tigers, snow leopards, the nation's national animal, takin, and clouded leopard. And with over 300 species of birds soaring through the skies, bird watchers are in for a treat. This park is also perfect for trekkers seeking the ultimate adventure. Whether you're tackling the legendary Jomahari Trek, the Snowman Trek, the Lunana Trek, or exploring the Gasalaya Trek, there's no shortage of trails to conquer. 10. For the climbers watching, the sky certainly isn't your limit in Bhutan. It's 6,000 meters. That's right, mountain climbers are strictly forbidden from tackling peaks soaring higher than 6,000 meters. Why, you ask? Well, it's because they believe that any mountain higher than that is the sacred home for gods and spirits. You certainly don't want to intrude on the higher powers while they're handling the world's business. And the number one mountain on the list is the Gankar Puensum, standing tall at a staggering 7,570 meters. It's the highest unclimbed mountain on the entire planet. 11. Paro Tsechu is an annual 5-day event typically falling in early April and is the highlight of Bhutan's cultural calendar. And guess what? In 2024, the Paro Tsechu Festival will grace us with its presence from March 21st to 25th, so mark your calendars. Paro Tsechu is a festival where monks and laymen come together to perform captivating masked dances and enchanting Buddhist chants, while followers and locals adorn themselves in traditional colorful costumes. The festival's lively performances also depict ancient Bhutanese folklore and historical events, recounting how Guru Padma Sambhava helped cure Bhutan's monarch and introduce Tibetan Buddhism to the nation. The best part of this festival is unveiling the giant Thangka, a 350-year-old religious scroll painting that's unfolded for all to see. Legend has it that glimpsing this sacred artwork can banish evil thoughts from one's mind, a belief cherished by the Bhutanese people. 12. For those seeking spirituality and a balance of their chakras, Bumthang is ready to welcome you with open arms. Fun fact, this place is also known as the Jakar Valley, or Bhutan's very own Little Switzerland. But while you won't find the snow-capped peaks of the Swiss Alps here, you'll discover a magical land filled with green mountains and a taste of Swiss delights. In Bumthang, you will find a Buddhist temple from the 7th century known as the Jampi Lakham, and a mysterious fortress built in 1549 called Jakar Zam, the historic Wang Dicholing Palace, sacred Kurhe Lankham, and Tamshing Gampa, with all the serene vibes. Bumthang also can be a great place for adrenaline junkies craving rugged terrains and heart-pounding trails. And once you've done challenging yourself, you can enjoy some jam and fresh cheese at Bumthang Swiss Cheese. 13. India and Bhutan have a really friendly and cooperative relationship. Their story spans centuries of cultural exchange, geographical proximity, and shared traditions. While their historical ties run deep, signing the Treaty of Friendship in 1949 formalized their diplomatic relations. Since then, India has been a steadfast partner in Bhutan's journey of development, offering unwavering support in key sectors such as infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Through scholarships, training programs, and educational opportunities, India has empowered Bhutanese students and professionals to reach new heights of excellence. But their partnership doesn't stop there. India and Bhutan share a close military relationship, with India providing vital training, equipment, and logistical support to boost the Bhutanese armed forces' capabilities in border security and defense. 14. When it comes to fashion, the Bhutanese adhere to a really strict dress code. For the men, it's all about the go. This knee-length robe is a statement piece wrapped around with pride, secured snugly with a belt. The ladies wear the kira or kaira. Think of it as an ankle-length dress that's as comfortable as it is elegant. The interesting thing about this dress code is that it aims to preserve Bhutan's rich heritage. That's why the government made it mandatory for everyone to wear their traditional attire, known as Driglam Namza. So next time you're in Bhutan, don't be surprised if your regular jeans and t-shirts don't seem to stand out. After all, when in Bhutan, dress like the Bhutanese. 15. Right on the border with India's bustling town of Jagaon is the town of Phuntsholing, or as we like to call it, the gateway to Bhutan. Trust us, this place is a must-visit on your Bhutanese bucket list. Thanks to its close proximity to India, Phuntsholing boasts a lively mix of cultures and crowds that'll keep you on your toes. But even at that, Bhutan's cultures and traditions still shine through. If you're coming here from India, Bangladesh, or the Maldives, you don't even need a tourist visa. Just flash your valid ID, get your entry permission, and you're good to go. And don't even get us started on the sights, from the iconic Bhutanese Gate to the serene Karbandi Monastery, and everything in between. There's no shortage of jaw-dropping attractions to explore here. 16. Paro Valley is the perfect place for those who want to wander in nature. Right between the meeting point of the Paro and Wangchu rivers, with the majestic Mount Jomalhari standing tall in the backdrop, Paro Valley is one of the best places in Bhutan. At its heart lies the legendary Taksang Monastery, also known as the Tiger's Nest, located on a cliffside, a sight that will leave you spellbound. But that's not all. Paro is also known for its terraced farming and the delicious red rice cultivated in its fertile fields. Paro is brimming with must-see attractions that are guaranteed to take your breath away, from the Takshang Langkang, the historic Rinpung Dzong, Kuchu Langkang, and Ha Valley. You can also explore the Paro Weekend Market, which is filled with so many souvenirs made by the locals with love for you to take home with you. Which country would you like to hear about next? Let us know in the comment section if you have any facts that weren't mentioned here, and share them with us. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more fun facts.